Problem 2, parts 1A and B. They give us some information in the book. And they tell us the direct material cost, and I'm going to write these down as I read them. The direct material cost is $7 per unit. The direct labor is $4 per unit. The direct manufacturing cost per unit is a combination of those two, so that would be 11. And then they tell us what are the total manufacturing costs to make 20,000 units, and the number of units sold was 20,000, and the total manufacturing costs for those 20,000 units. So we have the information we need at this point. Every unit we make costs us $7. In material, every unit we make costs us $4 in labor. So every unit we make costs us a total of $11. So if we have to spend $11 per unit and we make 20,000 of them, our cost is simply 20,000 times $11 per unit, and that's 220,000. Like most of accounting, the tough part here is deciphering the counting babble and not really the math. I mean, you did that math probably in 4th grade. Okay. The next piece they ask us is to look at the total overhead, the indirect manufacturing cost. This is overhead. This is things like depreciation on the equipment. This is things like rent on the factory, repairs and maintenance to the assembly line, the guy that comes in at night and sweeps up. All of those are indirect costs. Also, things like that little dab of glue that's put on the end of each chair rung, or that one nail. You're going to want to keep track of these all together, but you're certainly not going to want to keep a cost card for one dab glue, one finishing nail. So we're going to put that in as variable manufacturing overhead, and they tell us that the variable manufacturing overhead is $1.50 per unit. They computed that somehow, and we'll get to that later on in this semester. And they tell us that the fixed manufacturing overhead is $5 per unit. And again, that information is given to us. We don't need to compute that. So the total indirect cost, the total manufacturing overhead cost per unit is the combination of those two, $6.50. If we sold 20,000, which is what they told us, multiply A by B, 650 times 20,000, we come up with 130,000. So as often true with accounting, it's not the accounting that's difficult, it's wading through the bloody language. That's exercise 1.7 in your book, problem 2 on your homework list, parts 1A and B.